Hello everyone. Today let us discuss about the BEP. So BEP stands for break-even point. That's a point where there is no profit or no loss. Correct. So here we will discuss it on sum. So here the question is here. Units of output 5 lakhs. Fixed cost rupees 7 lakh 50,000. Variable cost per unit rupees 2. And selling price per unit rupees 5. So we have to find out number one, break-even point. Number two, we have to determine the sales needed for a profit of rupees 6 lakhs. Number three, we have to find out the profit if 4 lakh units are sold at rupees 6 per unit. Okay, so now we will start with the sum. Okay, so first one, we have to find out the BEP. Okay, so to find out the BEP, first we have to calculate PV ratio. To calculate PV ratio, first we have to calculate the contribution. So contribution formula is sales minus variable cost, S minus V. Okay, so sales is rupees 5 minus variable cost is rupees 2. So therefore contribution equal to rupees 3. Okay, so once the contribution calculation is done, next we have to find out the PV ratio, which means profit volume ratio. So here C divided by S into 100. Okay, so contribution by sales into 100. So contribution, we got the answer in the previous step as rupees 3 by sales is given in the question as rupees 5 into 100. Okay, so 300 by 5 is nothing but 60%. Okay, so we have find out the contribution rupees 3 and PV ratio of our answer is 60%. Okay, the next one we have to find out BEP. Okay, so BEP we have so many formulas. Okay, in that most frequently used formula is total fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Okay, so in the question itself, we have fixed cost here. I have highlighted here, fixed cost is rupees 7 lakh 50,000. Okay, so fixed cost is rupees 7 lakh 50,000 divided by PV ratio, which we have calculated in the previous step is 60%, correct? So 60%. Okay, so BEP. So BEP. I'll just increase the font size. Okay, so BEP equal to rupees. So 7 lakh 50,000 by 60% is 12 lakh 50,000. Okay, so this is how we have to find out the BEP. Okay, so they've asked us to find out three things. First one is BEP. So to find out the BEP, we want PV ratio. To find out PV ratio, first step is to find out the contribution. First find out the contribution, then PV ratio, so that we'll be able to find out the BEP. Okay, and the next one. So the B point is, look at the question, determine the sales needed for a profit of rupees 6 lakhs. Okay, so here we have to find out sales. Okay, we have to find out the sales. When profit is rupees 6 lakhs is the question. Okay, so what we have to find out the sales when profit is rupees 6 lakhs. So for that, we have formula here, sales equal to fixed cost plus desired profit. Desired profit in the question is 6 lakh rupees, okay, divided by PV ratio. Okay, so fixed cost plus desired profit whole divided by PV ratio. So fixed cost here, it is given in the question, rupees 7 lakh 50,000 plus desired profit, which is given in the question, is 6 lakh divided by PV ratio, which we calculated in the previous step, is 60%. Okay, so 7 lakh 50 plus 6 lakh is 13 lakh 50,000 divided by 60 percentage. So the answer sales amount will be rupees 22 lakh 50,000. Okay, so this is how we have to find out the sales. So we have to determine the sales when profit is given as 6 lakh rupees. Okay, so when desired profit is 6 lakh, what will be the sales amount? So we have the formula here, fixed cost plus desired profit whole divided by PV ratio. Okay, fixed cost is given in the question, desired profit is given in the adjustment, 6 lakh rupees. By PV ratio, we have done the calculation in the previous step as 60 percentage. So we got 22 lakh 50,000. Okay. And the next one, the third one, we should find out, determine the profit. So we should find out the profit if 4 lakh units are sold at rupees 6 per unit. Okay. What is the output? 5 lakh. How much is sold? 4 lakh units are sold. Okay. So C point. Okay. We have to find out the profit. So profit equal to question mark. Okay. When how many units are sold? 4 lakh units are sold. When 4 lakh units are sold at rupees 6 per unit. So this is the question. What is the profit when 4 lakh units are sold? So let's start doing. Okay, so let's have two columns, particulars and rupees. Okay, the first one, sales. Okay, so we have to find out the profit. So you know the formula to find out the contribution. Contribution equal to what is the formula? Sales minus variable cost. Okay, so we will apply the formula sales minus variable cost. We'll get the contribution. From that, we will deduct the fixed cost. Then we'll be able to find out the amount of profit. Okay, so sales. How many units are we selling? 4 lakh. Okay, so 4 lakh. 4 lakh units into is sold at 6 rupees per unit. Correct. So amount will be 24 lakhs. Okay. Then minus variable cost. So variable cost, units sold is 4 lakh only. Correct. So what is the variable cost? So as per the question, we have variable cost in the question per unit is rupees 2. Okay. So we will not take this PV ratio, or here the variable cost is rupees 2, but then output is 5 lakh rupees. Correct. We are selling only 4 lakh. So into 2. Okay. So it has become 8 lakhs. Okay. So now sales minus variable cost is what? Contribution. Okay. So 24 minus 8, 16 lakhs. Okay. So from the 16 lakh, if we deduct the fixed cost, which is given in the question, then we will get the profit. Okay. So minus fixed cost. Okay. The fixed cost is given in the question. Correct. So what is, how much is fixed cost? Rupees 7 lakh 50,000. So when you deduct that, 7 lakh 50,000. So 16 lakh minus 7 lakh 50,000, which is fixed cost. The answer that you're getting is profit. How much is profit? 8 lakh 50,000. So this is the profit figure. Okay. So from the contribution, if you minus the fixed cost, is this profit. So here only, since we have output is 5 lakh, but then we are selling only 4 lakh units at rupees 6. So 24 lakhs is the sales price minus variable cost. 4 lakh units are sold. The VC is given in the question per unit is 2 rupees. So 8 lakhs. So contribution has become 16 lakhs minus fixed cost, which is given in the question. It is given in the question. Correct. 7 lakh 50,000. So when you minus the contribution minus fixed cost, the profit is 8 lakh 50,000. So in this case, sales is rupees 6 per unit. Variable cost is rupees 2 per unit. Correct. So in this case, in the C case, the new contribution will be rupees 4 per unit. Correct. So rupees 6 minus rupees 2, so rupees 4 per unit. Okay, I hope you understood the sum. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you.